think we should be back. My computer just shut down. I have to figure this out. I can't figure it out. I tried to figure it out. My computer just at random moments just bloop is gone. Which is very annoying during your streaming, right? But yeah, I'm sorry for that. Let's finish our analyzation here and then we can play some games. I have a little game sound going. So yeah, that's where we're kind of at. I transitioned into Scions. I have an Atlas to tank a little bit. My Flish is tanking pretty good with the Augment. We were losing this one, lost our win streak. That's a PvE round. We still have our Rogue Links doing a really good job versus all these enemy Scion teams. A lot of people picked up that Scion is just the most... Sorry. It's just the most consistent team at the moment. We got again our Archie. Extremely strong. Double Flish, both stage 2. Become the laser. Hopefully we can take down the enemy Flishes in one cast. Not quite there, but they're burning. We might even win this. This one is burning as well. So close. If the enemy Flish was down, maybe we could have done it. Yeah, we bring in the Rota. We're still on level 5, so we're going for economy here. Winning this round. Again, versus Flishes, so I'm really happy about our Lynxes, about our Rogues taking down. Especially in the mid and early game, Rogues are really good against Scions, right? Once they don't have those Empaths. Until they don't have the Empaths ready, they work really well. And yeah, my Lynx just going through the backline. I think we can even win this right here. One more Flish cast, taking down the enemy Flish. Or the Fury in this case. And we won this round. We're up against a bunch of Rogues. So this looks a little bit scary for us. We did bring in the Vermilia to tank a little bit. We got 2 Empaths, 2 Rogues, 2 Scions. Pretty decent setup here. Our Lynx is able to take down the Ray. Vermilia here is tanking quite good. And it's all really, my Lynx is doing all the work. But we lost this one. PvE round. Enemy here has already a stage 3 Rogue Lynx plus a bunch of other Rogues. But don't think, yeah, he's gonna go through us here. Like I said, Rogues early and mid game, good counter against Scions and Empaths. We're against enemy Scions. We are clumped up. He wasn't able to take down my Sounds with the cast, but definitely did more damage. And we lost another round. So now we're down to 45 health. It's looking not so good at this moment. So I might be investing here into level 8. Not yet. I'm going to hold out for a little bit longer. We have 4 Rogues with the Ador, the Monkey, the Quinks, and the Archie. We couldn't find the Revo, so couldn't get Dust online. Big stun here from the Monkey. Reducing also all the enemy resistance. Big lasers coming in. Doing a lot of damage. And yeah, we got this round in the pocket. Again, against Rogues. So basically all our enemies, they're either playing Rogues or Scions at this point. I haven't seen many fighters. We were able to find the Squiz, the TNT. So big finds for us here. Brought out the Ador. This is looking a little bit rough, but he doesn't have too much damage. Also, he doesn't have space. His Gorilla here is blocking, but yeah, he got us. We got another PvE round. And here we're playing against 2 Rogues. Caveman has a little bit of a weird setup here. He has 2 Empaths, 2 Rogues, 1 Scion, 1 Fighter. And we basically have a really good composition together, right? We got the Squiz with good augments. We got the ILV with the Light Chosen, so he's buffing my other damage dealers. We got good empaths. We got the auto Rado. We got the TNT. I think no chance we're losing here. Dominating win. We went up to level 8. Archie here on the outside. With this augment, as soon as it dies, it reduces enemy resistances. It's all about being able to take down this guy. Here come a few casts. We got the Furiox in by now. Furiox is going to take down these 2 other rogues. But yeah, he's able to kill me in the end. Lifesteal is really good against Scions. If you can survive the burst and then heal back up, Scions are pretty much useless. Ended up selling the Archie, bring in the Twine. Decided to go for the Scarabog. Not the best augments here, but could be worse. We're looking not too bad against Sota here. Big lasers, big damage coming in. We got the Octius as well, so big find here. Octius basically securing us these rounds. And we win another one. We're back against Caveman, and he found the Forest plus the Ray. Lou, plus, so he has Templar online, and yeah, he's looking really strong right now. Doing a decent amount of damage, but we might be able to heal against it. But the Forest right here, again, I don't have enough Earth units, and Forest is now hyperactive, at which point it's going to be super hard to take him down. We were able to take him down mainly because we just have the right units. We have the Octius with good augments, really nicely buffed. We lock in here to get the Synalf. So now we have the Synalf, the Furiox, the Octius. We got the Quinks, we got the Adorado, the Flood, the Twine. So we're looking pretty good. The only thing we're really missing is a Goliath. So I should buy this Scarabog here, but I don't have the money for it. Because we just need Earth units to counter the Forest. To counter those nature units. Caveman on 9 health. And I think he's going to be able to recover. We're against Witty right here. He also has a Scion build. And he has the better build against Forest, right? Against fighters. Because he has 1, 2, 3 Earth units. And he's working on the Scarabog. We're spreading out here against the enemy Scion units. So they cannot burst us down. Cannot hit too many units at the same time. He's staying in a clump. Now he's also spreading out, so we're both spread it out. Here comes the Warp Wave Assault, which is pretty bad. It cancels our Synalf cast. Adorado able to stay alive through the burst, dying then before he can heal though. Enemy Furiox is doing well. Octius took it down though. Here comes a big heal from our Flood. And it looks like with the next Octius cast, we're going to be able to finish off everything. Synalf right here, holding on to his dear life. Octius gets 1 more cast in. With this augment right here, stealing energy, he gets to cast so many times, which is so strong. So we are, as it looks like, in the top 4. 1 more guy has to fall out. Really bad augment here at the end. And yeah, the only thing we're really missing is a Scarabog at this point. Here come the Rogues. In the late game, Rogues don't really work against Empaths and Scions anymore, and we're gonna see it right here. They're all stuck on this guy. This augment means as soon as he dies, they get minus 30% resistances. And here come in all my casts. Octius is going to do so much damage. 1 cast, 2 casts, taking down his backline. Here comes the Ram fight, though, doing a lot of damage. 1 more Synalf cast. Good heal from the Adorado. Synalf gets done through this augment. TNT, good damage, though. Super close. Yeah, this was extremely close. We could have won this. Now we're down to 6 health, but Caveman got kicked out. Witty got kicked out, which is good because Caveman won the last game, right? I can't remember. But Witty and Caveman and Balance, like, I'm glad all these guys are kicked out, and Sota and Texan didn't have so many points yet. So I was able to consistently be in the top 3, be in the top 4, and other people were maybe placing above me, but then the next round they were placing below me. So overall, I was doing very good points every round. I'm just rolling down. I'm actually winning here versus Texans. Ghost Army. And Sota got kicked out. So now I'm Worst case, I'm second place. We're spreading out against his scions. He's staying up in a clump. But he will be winning this, I think. Yeah. He got us, and I made second place right here. And now we come to the last fight. No, it's not the last one. And basically, yeah, I got stage 2 Flish. I brought in 3 Flishes, 2 tanks, and I'm just going into my Scion composition again. This was a nice positioning here from me against the rogues. Everybody's here on the right corner. My tanks are able to catch all those rogues, and my Flishes are able to cast 1 time, 2 time. Actually able to take them down. Now we're against Witty, who goes for a lose streak again. So this is no problem. Easy win for us. We're able to upgrade the Kara Blue to a Kara Dulox. We're still stuck on 2 stage 1 Flishes. But we have decent tanks. And we're not winning this one. Because he had just, you know, big healers. Big Doka. And the Rogue. Not attacking. A little bit bad positioning from me right here, right? If I put this guy up here, so it's like here, and this guy also up here. So I have all my Flishes up here, and then my tank is here where the Flish is. In that case, the enemy Slappin wouldn't have attacked my Flish, and I think I could have won this round. But because he's on the Flish, Flish is dead. And that didn't help. PvE round looking good. Now we're against a bunch of stage 2 units. There's the Lynx. There's the Doka. There's the Revo. So I put all my Flishes into the front line against those rogues. And hope he doesn't position his Doka over here. My tank is back there. I brought him back to Ramfy because he was so good in the first game I played in this tournament. And I think he's gonna do a good job here as well. So we get some nice lasers out, hitting a lot of units. Ramfy's gonna hit like 2-3 units with the Lura there. Really good combination, these 2 rogues together. Able to take down the Revo. And able to win this round. Not the best legendary augment round we got here against rogues and fighters. We got the Titans readout. We have the Carbonite Protocol. Probably should have gone for the Granite. Looking at it now in hindsight, Granite is pretty strong in a Scion Empath setup. We got the Empath Lynx with the stacking resistance, and now we're just gonna bring in the Lynx and try to do something similar that we have done before with this Empath Lynx. We're gonna put him in the corner because enemy has Flishes, so the Flishes are gonna target the Lynx. We ended up actually locking in Lynx, so that was somewhat of a misplay here. Should have just positioned everybody in the other corner. Lynx cannot get out. He's not in the range to attack anything. Enemy also has a Squiz. So let's see how that plays out. Yeah, I mean, if my Lynx actually was tanking something and not just AFK in the corner, we could have won this. Certainly very mad at my Lynx, looking him deep in the eye. Even though it's all my fault, he's probably mad at me for not positioning him better. Yeah, we got the Archie in, so the old Dream Team Archie and Lynx. And there's so many people going for Empaths and Scions at this point that I have to get a little bit creative, and I'm starting to play something like Ace. And also later on, we're gonna play a Mamu. This was an easy round here. He's just having Empaths and 2 fighters. So I'm already level 6. And yeah, his fighters are stuck on my tank, which also gets healed by the Archie. So no problem there. Here's a bunch of rogues coming in, so we're going back to our positioning here. Maybe it's not the best idea to let the Kara Blue tank everything. But yeah, basically my tanks, my Empaths, my Bulwarks in the back line, and my Scions in the front line. Let's see if that worked out. Lynx is holding on to his dear life here. Got down in the end, but he might have done enough damage. And we might be able Gonna be super close. Ace here tries to 3-on-1. Is almost able to do it. Could have won this with a little bit of a better positioning. PvE round, don't need to watch that. Alright, here we are against Whitey. He has a Flish, he has his TNT. I couldn't find the TNT because everybody's contesting it. So yeah, I got creative. I started playing Vermilion because he jumps into the back line, but he's also an empath. So we get 3 empaths, 3 scions, and also decent damage through the Vermilion in the back line. I never did this before, and it ended up being really, really good. I also brought in the Mamu, which ended up being super good. And yeah, I played a little bit of a different line with my scions this time. And as you can see, like for example here, Mamu throws him back. Vermilion is doing, I think, the most damage at this point. Got a nice laser, but our lasers are not able to kill this TNT in the backline. So we're just not able to actually out-damage his heals. And we're just slowly being worn down. Now we're gonna go for our first corner positioning, it seems like. Empaths on the outside protecting us against those rogues and fighters. We got also the Mamu. Hopefully throwing away one of those rogue or fighters. And then the heals coming in very soon to hopefully save the Mamu. There he goes. Look at that. Gorilla jumped over here to the other, but Mamu threw him away. Everybody's on the Vermilion doing so much damage. And yeah, we win this round. Huge augment. This one is like a legendary augment for your Scion composition, and I have 2 of them. I really can't complain. I really got good augments overall, I think. I shouldn't have put this one onto my links, but it is what it is. And we had another little disconnect. I was able to reconnect, so I got lucky on the reconnect. We found Art Ace here. Yeah, at this point I'm playing an Art Ace, still a stage 1 Leash. I'm playing a Vermilion, I'm playing a Mamu. So I did get creative. I never played a Scion composition like this, but it worked out pretty well. I think I pulled it off pretty good. Also because my enemies couldn't find all the Scions they wanted, right? It was just so heavily contested, all those Empath, those Scion units. I was already really lucky to get the Empath links and the Arcos, right? Those are 2 core units of the composition. So yeah, we're winning this. This is a PvE round. Now we're versus Caveman. He is also on those empaths, but he's going again for his Forest here. We found the Mammoth. And I think this fight is really fun, actually. Artace is flying over. We're one-shotting his backline. And now Mammoth just constantly throwing those threats away into the enemy backline. I love it. Big lasers taking down some units. And able to kill Caveman right here. Corner positioning is still up. We have our Artace on the outside, which was a bad idea in the end, I think. Maybe not now. Oh yeah, right here. The idea is he takes some damage, but then he flies away, but he just took too much damage, right? So we just suicided our Artace. And that was pretty bad, but I think our Lynx is just unkillable. He doesn't take damage from those fighters. Look at that. He has stacked up his resistances. He has healing from Arcos and himself. And it's just not killable. So we end up... Wait. He does have 2 hyperactive fighters, though. It's actually looking pretty bad here. Oh, yeah, they got us. Alright, we lost this one. Going to the other side. Now our Artace is a little bit in a safer positioning. Big cost here from the Artace. It's going to do a lot of damage. But overall, we have pretty low damage. Woo! Flish laser. Beautiful. Alright, we're against Witty here. He has definitely a better setup. He found the Octus. He has a Furiox. And I'm still sitting on a Squiz, on a Flish, and Artace. I brought in my Flood right here. We're still playing the Vermilion. Mammoth is our main tank in the front line. We put the Flood on this side to catch those lasers. Even though enemy has no lasers, there's no ILV. Well, there is a flish. But he really well played. He positioned the flish on the other side, so the laser is still gonna come in here. Which isn't a big problem. But the Octius finishes off our flish. That's kind of a problem. It's all about keeping some damage dealers alive. But again, we don't have enough damage to get through his Link Seals. So we end up losing here. Very similar to earlier. PvE round. Now we're versus Texan, who is also playing Scion, who has already Goliath and TNT. Having those two Granites online. I'm still playing on some half-ass Empaths and Scions with Mammoth Artes. I finally found the Octius, so this was super important. We also found a Fur Knight. I'm not sure if I end up playing it. There it is. We're spreading out, putting our Empaths in the corner to sacrifice them, our important units in the middle. At this point, I wish I didn't have this augment on the Arcos, because then I could have it on some more important unit. This doesn't work if it's in the corner. Empath is in the front line, just tanking like a madman. Just doesn't want to die. Just holding on to his dear life. Throwing the Goliath back in here. And then our Octius with the next cast is going to clean it up. Boom. Boom. And we win this round. So now everybody, this was an interesting round, right? Everybody is kind of down to their last life, maybe 2 lives left. We found Corrosive, True Strike. True Strike is pretty decent, especially on the Furiox, right? But it actually... I think it gave us Corrosive Aura instead of True Strike. There's a little bug where you get the wrong augment. So yeah, we ended up with Corrosive Aura. So yeah, overall I was pretty unlucky with all the bugs and disconnects and stuff like this happening. It could have been worse. Could have been definitely better. Ended up winning versus Balance here. His hyperactive Forest got taken out and he's down in 6th place. Michael is out as well. Witty lost a round, which is pretty good because I think Witty is definitely the best player in here. Witty has a Scoriox though, and Octius. Like, he has really good units ready. He basically has everything he needs. The only thing he's really missing is a Synalf. Yeah. And here I find my Synalf. So finally it's time for the last flish to leave. Synalf comes in. Artes also got sold a while ago. Now we're just gonna reposition against his Empaths. Spreading out a little bit. Making our Lynx be the main tank. Let's see how that goes. The Lynx looks like he's in trouble. Now he starts healing. So he's doing a pretty decent job. Our Octius was able to one-shot the Flishes. Looking really, really good here. We're gonna throw back. No, it didn't happen. But it doesn't matter. We already took him down. Scoriox also dead. I guess it's just really the augments. My Octius is just doing more damage, right? So in this first cast, I think the first Octius cast is where it matters in the mirror match. Now it's coming in and look at the Flish. Dead. And which gives us the recast, kills the other Flish, and then now his other Octius is so dead. And we're casting again because those two augments give energy regen. We're just casting so much. And Witty figured that out in the last round, that it's all about fast cast. And what he did was play a water Atipo, which gives you energy, and 2 times the augment that gives everybody energy. So his Octius was basically casting like after 2-3 seconds, which really gave him a lot of advantage. But yeah, we took down Witty, Texan K got out, and then it's again versus Caveman. And now we're gonna see what his bastard of a Forest did to me. And again, this is again my problem or my fault because I'm playing water. No, water is fine. No, I'm playing water, I'm playing air, and nature counters both of these. So his Forest is again going hyperactive, just killing my whole team. That's all that happens, right? That's all the problem. So if I brought in, or if I found a TNT, or if I brought in this Goliath sitting here on the bench instead of one of my water or air units, that would have helped a lot. Just denying that hyperactive from the Forest. We can fast forward a little bit. He has stacking attack speed and lifesteal. So maybe even if he wasn't hyperactive, we couldn't have gone through him. But yeah, look. But Like, we even throw him away, right? Mammoth is doing such a good job. Now he has this augment where everybody gets invulnerable. So we're doing really everything we can, but he's just healing up so fast. It's insane, really. And we have 1 life left, and now you're gonna see it with a PvE round. I hope I finally bring in Goliath. Yes, I managed to get to level 9. But we're missing that TNT. We're missing 1 more. Maybe also the Apon, just to have 4 Earth units. Really not make Phosphorus go hyperactive. At which point, you can win with Scions. This was really misplayed by me. But let's watch this last fight, because I think it showcases it really well what happened. So enemy Forest is stuck on my empath. Perfect positioning by me. That's exactly what I wanted. He has a stage 3 Gazier here, which basically makes my Sinnoh useless. Just gives him free mana, can never take it down. Look at that Gazier. I guess that was also a big point. And look at that Forest. He's such a pain in the ass. What did I just do? So yeah, I shouldn't have let him go hyperactive, but also his positioning with the Gazier was good. So that was fair enough. And I think now we are in the last match already. I can say you with the first augment selection. No, we're not yet. Or are we? Oh, we are. I'm so stupid here. Let's talk about the last match. So going into this, I'm rank first. I have the most points in the lobby. And what that means is many other people, like there's a threshold. After 14 points, if you win the next game, you win the whole tournament. And everybody in here, except for Texan, Michael, and Sota, I think, all of those guys in the up here were on above 14 points. So if anybody of those guys wins, they win the tournament. So in my head, I'm like, I need to win. If I don't win the lobby, I can't win the tournament. Somebody else is going to win. I need to play risky. But what I should have thought about is, hey, I have the most points in the lobby. I'm right now ranked first. If I go top 4, top 3, top 2, I'm most likely going to secure a second place no matter what. And can still go for the win, right? But instead of playing safe, instead of playing for definite second place and maybe first place, I went down the very aggressive route, and I also played very bad. Because I'm finding here two Atipo stage 2, which is huge, right? The augment is not really good. But then I bring in a Quinks, which was just a throw. I don't know what the Quinks is doing here. It's really doing nothing. And 2 Rogues, which are just being taken down by their fighters. So right here, second match, my Rogues are dead to the fighters, and my Empaths are dying. Next round, I bring in the Ramphy, because it has done me so much good, but I still have this Quinks in. If I had 3 Rogues and 2 Empaths, it would have been better. If I had transitioned into Scion corners, would have been better. If I brought in some Dokas to fight next to the Atipus to receive heals, it would have been better. But all that's happening here, once again, is my Empaths here, they're fighting on their own, healing on their own, and my damage dealers are somewhere else. So all those heals and shields that come here don't go to my damage dealers. And my damage dealers die, my Empaths are last surviving. So, yeah, I'm still really pissed off that I couldn't position better or choose better units in the beginning. Look, my damage dealers are dead. Now my Atipos are left alive. And it's every round the same. And I couldn't figure it out how to make it work. And I was dreading this moment where I rewatch this because it's gonna piss me off so much. Again, a really, really bad augment right here. I don't think we had much better choices. Stacking attack damage, not that good. Survival protocol, not that good. So we went for maladaptive, and I still have this fucking Quinks in, which is just providing nothing to the team. And again, my Rogues are just dying on their own. All these heals are wasted. And yeah, we're so far behind the power curve at this point. Like all our damage dealers are stage 1. The Quinks is still in there. Should have sold the Quinks here. Bought an Archie. Bought the Atlas. So what I'm doing now is I found the stoic links. So now I bring in tanks plus empaths, which is okay, but I still have no damage. I needed at least 2 fighters or 2 rogues to make this work. So now I think, all right, at least now everybody's with my empaths, right? The links is gonna get healed, everything is gonna be all right. But my rota instantly dies. My my positioning was bad because my bulwarks run away from my healers. So my healers again are providing no healing to anybody but themselves. They're split up and I lose another round. And at this point, I make the mistake that lost me the game. I went for Berserker. Because in my head, I'm like, everybody's going against Scions, right? Maybe I'm gonna pull off Berserkers with a Forest Berserker and so on. I didn't realize in my head, it's gonna take, this is very a late game thing, right? You're gonna make yourself even weaker if you play this right now. What I should have done is just go for Perpetual Entropy, super strong augment on empaths and Scions. Sell this bulwark, maybe keep the links, get two flishes in. The problem was why I didn't go into the Scion comp until now is because I didn't have a stage 2 flish. But if I just played those 2 flishes instead of the rogue and the second bulwark, I would have still won rounds and would have saved life, and with the Perpetual Entropy I would have done great. But now I have Berserker, now I'm locked into this shit composition that I'm trying to, that I built in my head. I even find the Scion unit, but now I went for Berserker. So if I just took the other augment and went for Scion Empath, I could have easily made like top 4, top 3 and secured second spot because I had so many points until this point. But yeah, it's just a horror of 56. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. I don't know what got into me. I wasn't nervous. Maybe it was like 2 a.m. in the morning and we have been playing for like 5 hours in this tournament. So my mental capacity was just down. All I had to do is place exactly what Witty here did. 2 flishes, even if they were on stage 2. The Atipos in the front, and it's an easy game, man. And it's an easy game. But I tried to play around Berserker. I found even the foe, but I couldn't find the stage 2 monkey. And I didn't even roll. I should have rolled here to find the monkey to get Berserker online, to finally stabilize my board. But instead, now I'm playing 3 empaths, 1 bulwark, 2 weak, stage 1 rogues with Berserker, which is not active because I don't have the monkey yet. So we're losing here again. Basically, I'm on a 7 lose streak. And I finally need to stabilize, but I can't seem to find it. Again, I'm playing a Scarabok. I just need to roll down and find that stage 2 monkey to actually activate Berserker. I'm playing without a legendary augment right now. And yeah, his fighters are focusing my fighters. His fighters are stronger. He has a stage 2 Chokul. He has a stage 2 Raylu. He has a Revo. He has a stage 2 monkey. And I'm playing... I have a bunch of stage 2 empaths, but everything else is dog shit. So I don't have damage. Since the beginning, I don't have damage. And it was just a downward spiral. I'm down to 20 health, 8 losses. Now I bring in the Furiox. Well, at least I hope I do so. You can see how I'm really... I finally found the monkey, so finally Berserker is online. What I should do here is sell the Mule, give those augments to somebody of those 2 guys, because I have Berserkers. Why would I keep 2 augments when I'm down to 8 losses I need to stabilize? Why do I keep my augments on the worst of my damage dealers? I should sell the Mule here, bring the Furiox in, and then use those augments on my Berserkers, who will go crazy, right? Like, there's no other way to play this. There's no other way to play this. I end up putting out the... I ended up selling the Scarabok, bringing the Furiox, but I should have really sold the Mule, kept the Scarabok, because I don't need more damage at this point. 2 Berserkers with a foe, with a Furiox, is enough damage. Like, 2 Bulwarks would have been better here, and just getting rid of 2 augments on one of my worst units would have been key to winning. Because if I had more Bulwark stacks here, all of these guys would have had way more health. They wouldn't have died right now. And then my Berserkers would have been able to have enough time to pull through. I think we're winning this even. But just... wow. It really bothers me a lot to see this Mjol with the 2 augments. Like, I didn't realize that. I just realized that now, how much of a misplay that was. Mjol, overall, stage 1 fighter, not good, right? We're so late in the game, not good to keep this guy. And, like, I should have sold him even if he hadn't 2 augments. But he has 2 augments on him, which would have made my core units, my Berserkers and my Furiox so much better, man. Oh my god. This is painful to look at. My Furiox could have had lifesteal. My foe could have had lifesteal. Stacking energy attack damage. Huge on a Furiox. But it's all wasted on this fucking Mjol, dude. Okay, we even won here. I have 40 gold. I went up to level 8. Now I bring in a Fleece, dude. It's too late. You missed your chance, buddy. I still have this Mjol. Oh my god. This is gonna haunt my night. It's gonna give me nightmares. It's gonna haunt my dreams, dude. This Mjol with those 2 augments is painful to watch. I mean, in the beginning, sure, you want to have an item holder. But then once you find your core units, sell that item holder and put those items on the core units. God damn. Okay, it looks like we win again. Maybe I got... This is kind of where it broke me, I think. Look at this. Look at this. We have a hyperactive Furiox. We're killing that backline. We still have our monkey alive, so we got lucky here. We're 4 versus 1. And he's taking us down. And we have 20 health. We cannot afford this lose. I was screaming in the background. Do you want to hear me? Probably something Austrian. Es ist so witzlos. How do you translate that? It's a joke, basically. It's so bad it's not even funny anymore, kind of. Yeah, now I'm down to 11, and at this point, if you're down to 1 health, you just know you're gonna lose one of the next 8 games. Like, you're not gonna get back up there again. And yeah, I'm really happy we're watching this back, because I didn't realize that my main mistake here was not going for the Scions, even though it was a perfect Scion angle, was not going... Like, the real big mistake here was just having 2 augments on a useless unit, and my 2 main units have no augments. I even found this one, right? This is one of the best augments in the game, on Berserkers. Like, if I just sell Mjol right here, even have another fighter. I don't need this Mjol. Please sell it. Oh, this is like a horror movie. This is so rough to watch. I don't realize that the Mjol is griefing me. And then, yeah, we run into Witty, obviously, who just hit everything, by the way. This is what I mean, right? Okay, let's see his setup. So he has a water Atibo in the middle. Every cast gives everybody mana, with 2 augments on him that gives everybody mana around himself. So basically everybody is ready to cast from the get-go. And he has this, the monkey who stuns everything outside. He has the air Atipo who blinds everybody. He's ready, man. He has the 2 fleeces. Like, this is a perfect Scion Empath mid composition. Like, that's the dream, right? He has also the Warp Wave Assault, I think, right? It doesn't get better than this. And obviously, with my last life, I run into him. I'm still griefing with my Mjol. And yeah, we're just sitting on the outside edge. He also has the stun augment right here. So every time he falls below a certain threshold, he stuns 3 units around him. So yeah, my units are not allowed to play. Everything, I can't even get through 1 unit. Everything is shielded. Witty ended up winning this round and therefore winning the whole tournament. I'm out last place. And since I was first in points, I still managed to make a tiebreaker for 3rd place. And then Caveman scored better, obviously, in the last match, which was the tiebreaker decision. Because he was better in the last match. We were same points. He got 3rd place, I got 4th place. So even though I placed last in my last match, I still made 4th place tiebreaker with third place, which I'm still really stoked about. But watching this last game and watching all the other games where I never went into bottom 4, I always placed top 4. I was very consistent. And if I would have just kept my strategy and kept up my consistency, I would have easily been second place. But I tried to make fighter work, berserker mirror work, made big mistakes on the mule, and yeah, this was my downfall. Congrats to Witty. Absolute insane final board, by the way. It turned out insanely good. And yeah, that's the whole story. That was the first big tournament on mainnet on Gauntlet in Illuvium. And next Saturday, we're gonna host the Phantom Tournament. It's gonna be very much the same. It's gonna be very similar to this one. We have pretty much the same rule set, a little bit different augment bans. We're gonna use a different tournament platform, but it's 80-90% of it is gonna be the same because most of their rules they copied from TFT, which was a very smart move. TFT has figured it out over the last 5 years. And yeah, we're gonna do something very similar. Some small changes, but yeah. The invites are gonna go out this week. Or these days. Today and tomorrow I'm gonna write people for the invites. If you haven't yet, join Phantom, join other guilds. Guilds have some wildcard spots to give out. If you cannot make it through the leaderboards, you can get invited there. And yeah, that's basically it. Congrats on your performance, by the way. Thank you, Sota. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Except for the last game, I'm really happy with my performance. But now, after looking at the last game, I also learned a lot from it. So it all happens for a reason. I'm gonna, because I performed so poorly here, I learned a lot for the next tournament, which they're gonna be more and more prize money. So it's gonna be alright. There was a bigger tournament on August 31st. The prize pool was bigger and there were 70 plus participants. Wait, who hosted it? Was it Gauntlet? 31st of August. Like that was the first Gauntlet mainnet build still? I didn't even realize. Who was hosting it? Yeah, let me rephrase it. My first big tournament on Gauntlet. I'm really stoked about my performance. I participated? What do you mean? I guess I have memory of a goldfish. Was in the Rogue Meta. Who hosted it? One of us is tripping right here. Oh, it was the Gauntlet Masters. Right. I got into the finals there as well, right? I think. I don't remember. True. I completely forgot about that one. Maybe because the meta was so shit with Rogue. Yeah, Rich and 2A's. It was about to be Rich and Kieran. And also the guilds tournament of Rich and Kieran. I also forgot about that one. That was also huge. Even more money. Yeah, it was cool. I guess this was the first tournament which I would call really competitive. Like with a proper rule set copied from TFT. A proper meta, like proper balancing in the game, right? But this was, yeah, was a really cool tournament. I hope we can do something similar this Saturday. I'm excited. I'm kind of sad that I won't be playing, but it's gonna be fun hosting it as well. Oh, I'm so mad right now seeing that I played this mule the whole freaking match. Just grieving myself, making 2 augments useless. And not putting those 2 augments on my best circus. It is so rough. Well, good thing I looked at it. I didn't realize that. Should we play one game before we call it a day with the stream? Do you think that they will push patch B into the mainnet before the tournament? I hope not. Because maybe there's some broken augments that nobody has figured out yet, or people are not reporting because they want to use it in the tournament. But we're going to have a rule that says if you're obviously abusing a broken mechanic, you're going to get disqualified. Like if somebody does something like double photogenic, something like this, like we're just going to disqualify them. I think it's very obvious to see if somebody is abusing this. Maybe we can have a rule like the first time they do it, it's a warning and then it's disqualification. But yeah, I hope it's gonna stay on this patch because it's also the better patch, I think, right?